Hi, this is Simon from Dave & Simon Marketing, and I want to talk to you about how you can earn between £33 and £260 a week working for a company called Banners Broker. Banners Broker is a multinational business offering a solution for companies wishing to advertise their products online. Publishers want to sell advertising space in order to make money, and companies want to sell their products by advertising them. Banners Broker brokers the deal. A publisher is the owner of a medium which is capable of hosting an advert. Typically these would have been newspapers, magazines and cinema. And then from the 1950s onwards, TV became the biggest advertising medium. Racing cars and footballers' shirts are more modern examples of advertising media. Let's have a look at a few slides. Here we have a national newspaper and a very popular glossy magazine. Here's TV and the cinema. A London bus and a giant billboard. And here's a bus stop and a London taxi. These have all been examples of publishing media, a place where you can advertise your product. So, who does the advertising? Well, essentially any company who wants to advertise and sell their products. So here's an example with Cartridge World and Coca-Cola. Here's an interesting example of a guy who's a publishing medium in his own right, but on this occasion he's advertising or is sponsored by a company called Herbalife. And on the right we have a more traditional advert with Christian Dior advertising in a glossy magazine. So essentially an advertiser is anyone who wants to sell a product. So what's different online? Well, essentially nothing. Publishers still want to make money by selling advertising space. Advertisers still want to sell their products. Only now, instead of multiple media, there is only one medium. The internet. That means websites, millions of websites, and trillions of dollars being spent. Have you ever wondered why Facebook is free and yet it's still worth $1 billion? Have you ever wondered why YouTube is free? Have you ever wondered why Google, Yahoo, Bing, etc. are free? Well, the reason is that they make money from advertising. They host adverts called banners, which earn them revenue every time someone sees it or every time someone clicks on it. So, who uses banner advertising? Well, Facebook does, for instance. That's how they can operate for free. And you can see there's 3 adverts on the right hand side on this fan page. Here's a page from Gumtree where you found our ad. And as well as hosting paid adverts for second-hand cars and washing machines and the like, they also accept banner advertising from corporates such as the Bank of Scotland. So, where do you fit in? Well, in order to help fund and grow their business, Banners Broker will partner with any individual who has some money and some time and wishes to start a home-based business. Your starting capital can be as little as $25, though realistically you won't make much with such a small pot. Banners Broker will double your money, typically in 3 to 6 weeks, depending on how quickly people click on your banners. At that point, you have the choice to take out your cash or roll it up to make even more. So, $100 becomes $200, $200 becomes $400, etc. It's up to you whether to leave the money in or draw your profits. So, how do you get your money? Well, as your profits grow, the money sits in an e-wallet until such time as you wish to withdraw it. At that point, you can transfer it into your bank account. Now, you could leave the money in the e-wallet and then use it to pay for something substantial like a holiday, or you can use it every week to put petrol in your car. It's your money, so you can do what you want. So, if this sounds like something you might want to do, then go and check your emails now, and don't forget to check your spam, and then click on the link to join Banners Broker. Remember, you can get started for as little as $25, that's £15 sterling, but you will probably want to consider the blue package at $145, which is still less than £100, and you can get started today. Alternatively, sign up for the free Banners Broker membership now and take a look around the site. There are many free tutorials on how to get the best out of Banners Broker. If you join up now, your income starts on day 2. Alternatively, call my colleague Dave on 01903 537 517 and he will answer any questions you may have. This has been Simon from Dave & Simon Marketing, wishing you well in your new business venture. Thanks for listening.